What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Ben Wright Reactions. Today we're doing some more of the Ricky Gervais Show, Season 2, Episode 4. This one's titled Onion. Yeah, we'll see what this is about. Probably peeling back the layers of Karl's story. Who knows? Here we go.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Karl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right?
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Okay, then listen. Right, I've found some things that I think will interest you, and I want your first thoughts on these. Okay. Now these are facts that I've sourced. Okay.
Okay.
What's the actual topic?
Well, you love animals, don't you? You're interested in animal
Some
facts.
of them. I don't
Sometimes.
know all of them. Some of them fascinate me and stuff, but a lot of them also get on my nerves.
I don't know how an animal can get on your nerves.
They just do.
Okay, then here you
Right.
go. There's a frog, Karl. Just a little frog, a poison arrow frog, that contains enough poison to kill over 1,000 human beings.
Wow.
Why is it that annoyed?
It's not annoyed.
Well, why is it going about killing 1,000
It
people?
hasn't done
No,
it yet.
it has the potential to. It has enough poison, it has enough toxin in it that could kill 1,000 human beings.
But does it need that? Whereabouts is this? Where's it living?
Rainforest, I think.
And does it need that sort of power? Is it in that much? Is it getting threatened a lot?
Maybe.
Is what I mean.
Well, no, because it's saying, don't come near me, and it shows it with its colours. It's got the colours that say it doesn't want to be eaten. It doesn't want people to chew a bit, right, and go, oh, I'm an idiot. It's saying, look at my colours, don't eat me. You don't want to come near me.
Very,
But
very
then why give it
poisonous.
bright colours? Because now it's standing out.
Yeah, and it's going, don't eat me.
Yeah, but make it a colour that fits in, like camouflage. Why make it orange? Of course it's going to stand out, and then they'll attack it, and then it'll turn around and bite and kill 1,000 men or whatever.
No, it doesn't bite. It's the fact that if you were to eat it, you would die.
Yeah, but who's going to eat it?
Well, things that eat frogs.
The French.
Wow, Steve.
And they go, sacre bleu, you have killed me and 999 of my friends.
But why is everything, like, surviving like this, though?
Don't eat
I thought it
frogs.
was all about survival of the fittest, not
Yeah.
the one who looks the hardest.
Well, but survival of the fittest is whether you're chosen or not by nature.
No, but I'd survive if I could go about killing 1,000 men at one bite. It's not fair.
It doesn't bite. It's
Well, whatever, if it licks you...
Yeah, they don't have teeth.
But
no,
it doesn't
not
seem-
if it licks you. If you lick it.
Well, I'm not going to lick it. It's not going to happen. I will not be licking a frog. So it's of no danger to me. So I could still kill it, and there's no chance, at no point am I going to lick a little frog's head. Not when it's alive.
Not gonna lick it.
I love the fact it's all about you. It's all about how it relates to you.
And he's annoyed that they're getting away with something. He doesn't like any sly animals. He doesn't like animals hiding. Then he wants them hide. He doesn't want animals killing things. Then he wants them to kill things. He doesn't know what he wants.
When they say survival of the fittest, they don't mean that, say, lions have been
Yeah,
out in a gym.
the buff one.
It means
you
the fittest.
understand?
It means the fittest gene pool, and the fittest gene pool is a gene pool that's still around. That's all it is.
You think that everything, slugs, cats, are all somehow, their ambition is to be like us, or to have the attributes like us, that they can speak, they can
But
talk, they can
probably
think, they can
only-
act.
I only think that because
He
when
does.
you see people with these pets, lizards, cats, whatever, they treat them like the humans. So I think if you do that enough times, they're going to start getting familiar with
Again,
certain...
Planet of the Apes.
No,
He's
I'm
thinking
talking,
of Planet
say
of
like
the
you,
Apes.
say like you with your cat.
Humanising.
When you talk to it, you give it a little cheeky massage and that when it's stressed out.
No,
It's a
no,
cat.
no, you made that up that it
It's
was
a
stressed
cat.
out. I'm just playing with my cat, right? If anything, the cat is to de-stress me.
So you're talking to your cat, Rick. Is it answering back much? How are the conversations going with your cat?
Yeah, if the
I
cat
have
was
more
in the
intimate
wild,
conversations with my
it would
cat
be
than I do
stressed.
with
Yeah, here's one, right? When my gran died, right, she had this rubbish dog, right? And that's
Rubbish.
all we got left. It was called Fluffy. And like my gran looked after it in a way that it was treated like a human. Do you know what I mean? Had a little coat on when it went out and all that. Anyway, so she died. We get left it. My dad's like, oh, bloody hell, right? Before you know it, it was a wreck. Because we weren't sort of bathing
Weren't
it the way
spoiling
she
it.
bathed it. We let it out. If it wanted to go out, it got covered in oil. It used to go under the car and everything. So it went from looking like this fluffy, poodle.
It's called
to being a bit of a
neglect.
wreck. It got hit by a car. It ran sideways like a crab and all that.
In the
Now-
course of how long?
Wow.
Probably about two months or something.
Yeah.
Wow,
Now,
that was
So
quick.
it went from being over-treated to just being treated like a dog.
Yeah, but a dog isn't, is not a indigenous species anywhere. We sort of bred those from,
But change
jackals
it. All
or
I'm
and
saying
wolves
is
and
change it. Take away the dog thing. I mean, that lizard thing you've got,
salamander.
it's still sort of treated as part of the family, even though it
Well,
does
it's not.
nothing. I mean,
How is it treated as part of the family?
just the way, it's looked after, that big area that it's got to
We
itself.
we stick it in a case and feed it a cricket now and again.
it-
How is that like one of the
It
family?
doesn't matter because it's in your
It
flat.
is in Karl's family.
Yeah.
It's in your flat, innit? And it's
Carl's
in that
jealous.
corner. I just mean, as time goes on,
Yeah.
things get educated as they get older. How old's that lizard?
You don't.
How old is it?
About 15 years old.
Right. Now, it knows more now than it did when you got it because it's been in those surroundings. It's had its eye on things.
Of course it
It
does.
listens to a lot of Linkin Park. Goes on the internet a lot.
No, but do you know what I mean? You've already
Not that.
proved your point. It's like that fella who kept hitting the dog on the head with a stick.
Right.
I think-
Pavlov, at no point did he hit a dog on the head with a stick.
But he kept doing it, and eventually the dog went, I'm sick of this, and wandered off, didn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Do you know what I'd like to do? A program where you
That's not what
rewrite,
happened.
you paraphrase someone's theory. So Pavlov's first. We could do Freud. Give us. What do you know about Sigmund Freud?
Oh,
Father
no.
of psychoanalysis. Right, come on in.
I don't know anything on him.
Here's an interesting fact. If the frog annoyed you, this might annoy you. A blind chameleon will still change colour to match its surroundings. You're aware that the chameleon can...
Yeah, whatever
Interesting.
it sits on.
Yeah.
But then what happens when you put one of them on a mirror?
That's a good question.
No, does it get stressed out, or what? What's it copying?
That's a good question.
Probably doesn't need to copy anything because it looks at itself and it goes, oh, look, looks like that. That's brilliant. God, that was fast. That's the fastest I've ever done that. That is brilliant.
So they can go any colour, there's nothing, you can put them on anything, and they'll go to the thing.
I don't want you to have a chameleon because you'd just be trying to
Be testing it
Trying to
constantly.
catch it out.
I know, yeah.
Pop it on some tartan.
But again, say like the frog thing, right?
Pop it on the telly.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it fast enough.
Why does the chameleon need that skill
To hide.
copying a colour? Because at the end of the day, that's mainly sticking in the woods, isn't it? By trees, by grass.
Right.
Lots of colors
Why
in the
can't you just
woods.
stay green? That's all it needs. Those colour changes are only for camouflage, aren't they?
I don't know. Some of them are for attraction, some of them are for attraction, some of them to show moods, anger.
No, but I just think we're encouraging them. You see, maybe this is evolution or whatever, but at the end of the day, because they
Maybe.
can change colour, they're wandering out of their area. They can be wandering about, through a car park and everything, just because
Sneaking up on
they'll go,
people.
"Well, I don't want to get seen. Change the colour of concrete." Whereas,
Or into the colour of a Fiat Punto.
but they should just stay green. Stay green, right? Stay in the woods and stay safe.
I love this public information for
Words of advice for chameleons.
Oh, God.
Stay green, stay in the woods, stay
The more
safe.
you know.
Oh, God. Right.
Good job, Carl.
The only time a turkey whistles is when it panics.
Christmas time then.
Yeah.
Whistles.
What do you think of that, Carl?
It goes from one extreme to another, doesn't it? You've got a frog who's going mental,
It's not going mental.
killing thousands of people.
No, that's not.
That's got that sort of power.
Killer
and the
frogs.
Turkey's whistling for help.
You think that you should redress the balance a little bit? You want to give. What would you do? Give the frog the ability to kill 500 and the turkey 500?
I don't
Hook
think
a
it should
turkey
kill-
up.
I reckon 10. 10 because
You've made your point with 10, haven't you?
Do you think that he's got 1,000 in his lifetime? Like he's got 1,000 to kill?
Steve.
I don't think you understand.
I just
He
think
doesn't really kill 1,000 people. It doesn't mean someone goes, Frog, you have the power to kill 1,000 people in your lifetime.
Choose them wisely.
but I just think if it needs that sort of power,
It should be fighting evil.
Power.
it's knocking about the wrong area, isn't it? if it's under that much danger, move.
It's one way to evolve.
I was thinking the other day about, your body and everything, because it is amazing, isn't it? How it works.
Oh, yeah.
Does the brain control you, or are you controlling the brain? I don't know if I'm in charge of mine.
Oh, okay.
Nor do I,
No, do you know what I mean, though, by that?
Does the
No.
brain control you, or do
Well,
you control the brain?
don't you ever sort of think sometimes? Say if you're making,
But
'cause
you
I
are
was
the
making,
brain.
No, but I was making a shopping list, right? Going right, I need some rice, kidney beans, and I thought I had everything, and I sort of was rolling up the paper, and then something went, oh, an onion.
Your brain did
Something
that.
went an onion, was it?
You
Well,
did.
my brain sort of went, you forgot something.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd forgot. I was
No,
putting
you
that-
are your brain.
No, but don't you understand?
Oh,
the brain,
no.
My brain was in. I was in control of my brain
That explains a
when I
lot.
was writing down rice and kidney beans.
But you're not in charge of the onion. That's another part of the brain that's in charge of the
The
onion.
onion sector.
No, but I'd put the paper away, putting my coat on, ready to go and get the rice.
Yes, but your onion lobe kicked in.
What? So you put the paper in your pocket, you got the coat on, then you just suddenly hear
Then
from
it
nowhere.
was just like
onion.
I'm not even thinking about that shopping list. It's in my pocket.
Excuse me.
I'm thinking, do I need my gloves? It's cold out.
Just thinking about
Suddenly,
onions make me sneeze.
Onion. And it was like, oh yeah, onion. Yeah, I had to get the paper out.
You
So
had
what
to
I'm
write that
saying
down.
is,
But
who's
what?
in charge?
The brain, the mind. The brain is the. What are you
Same
doing? Who's in charge?
thing happening,
You
Karl.
forgot the onion, and then you remembered the onion. You must have forgotten things in the past.
No, but not like that. Not where, like, it just made me think that was weird. Who reminded me of that?
You did.
Yeah, but I'm not.
No, you are your brain. It's not like there's
Yeah.
you, then there's a brain, then there's an extra one looking down at it. The meta brain, the thing above it.
Yeah, what does he
Brain.
think is going on?
How does your brain work? You give it information, don't you?
Great question.
Well, it takes.
Do you mean you give it information?
Well,
Well,
it's doing it,
if
isn't
I
it?
sat in a room with nothing, not feeding it anything, it wouldn't know anything.
No, but there's this thing
But
that there's
then-
two yous. It's this thing that there's
There's
this.
Karl and Karl's brain.
Yeah, there's not a duality in this. If you go, come on, now think. That's the brain saying that to itself. It's not. There's not two people
So
in
you're-
there having an argument coming. Come
This
on,
is going to
brain.
confuse me more.
And the brain's going, oh, don't you start, I was thinking then. And the other thing's going, brain, onion. And the brain goes, Karl, onion. You are your brain. If you are anything,
Yes.
you are your mind.
I
your
think
brain,
therefore
your
I
personality
am.
is your personality. You're not what you look like. Does that answer your question, Karl? What do you think are they?
No.
You think of a tortoise on a skateboard then when I did that last sentence, wasn't you?
He doesn't
You know,
get it.
whilst you've been working on that, I've been travelling about a bit. Went to Dorset, right? Nice beach there. And you know those huts you get, like a hut on the beach, and you
Oh, where you get changed.
you can get changed in it, but they're better than that. It's like you can put a telly in it, sofa if you want.
Oh, you don't mean the Victorian changing hut?
Yeah,
You mean
those sort
like
of things. It's sort of bigger than that.
yeah?
And we're walking down there, and there's a really
Nice,
sort of big
Karl.
fat family in one of them. There's about 4 of them, and you could tell that they'd never had a game of anything. Do you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
just sit down there, eating ice cream, looking at the sea, and what have you. And the weird thing is, the little fat kid, the youngest one, who must have been, I don't know, about 8, he was really fat to the point of you couldn't see his neck.
Yeah.
And he sat
At
at
8?
the front of
Wow.
his mum and dad and his older sister. He sat there and he had a frisbee, and I thought, look, they don't want to play with him. I mean, that's an active game to play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Frisbee. As we got closer, he was just using it to eat Maltesers out of. I just thought, even again, you know, the one active thing he's got is using it to eat
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah.
And
Extraordinary.
that just sums up what people are like now when it comes to keeping fit and activity.
It's sad. I agree with Karl.
One thing I've noticed that because I occasionally go to the gym, and you know those guys who work out constantly to give themselves extraordinary physiques. Just they're on the trip, they're on the weights, and they're really. And I noticed in the summer particularly, those guys cannot wait to get their shirts off.
Yeah.
Everywhere you see, they're walking around. If they've got a good torso, they are walking shirts off. Even I think if you go to nightclubs, I notice there's always one guy who's thinking, well, I have put so much work into this body, I have got to get my shirt off on the dance
A
floor.
vest, yeah.
You know, and it comes straight
But
off.
that's why they do
Tattoo,
it.
I'm not covering that up.
Exactly.
I've paid a lot for it. Let's see it.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what we were saying about bodies. I can't remember why we were talking about it. We've got to a point in science now that you can change your head. Right?
No, well, that doesn't
No.
make any sense at all.
No,
it was
you can't, Karl.
And it was done in the 50s or 60s where they stuck a
He's back to
a
face
monkey's
off.
brain on a stick and had it wired up and it still worked, right?
Right, okay.
And that was in like the 60s or
Right,
whatever.
okay. Well,
So-
to say to change your head makes no sense at all.
Maybe
If
monkey
you
news?
Put a different head on a different body, you're changing the body.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm about to say to you, though.
What?
That's what I'm saying. That I'd be more confident if I had someone else's body. Because if anyone dissed it, I can go, no, it's bad, innit?
It's not
What are
mine.
you talking about?
What? It's like, say,
As opposed to someone else's head?
yeah. Well,
What,
it
you'd
wouldn't be
rather-
me, would it? The head is me.
Well, of course it is. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
So
the
what do you
head's
mean?
me.
You'd be happier having someone
Or
else's
is
body?
it?
What, than your own?
What I mean is, say if you're wandering about, for some reason, there's an incident. You have to take your top off and that, and everyone's looking at you, right? And you're a bit sort of, you haven't got the muscles and that, you haven't got the six-pack,
Right.
which isn't that nice anyway. I don't know why that's become a nice thing, really, seeing the insides of you. You might as well. I mean, I know
Seeing
I
your
get the
insides.
see-through skin idea, but it's a bit weird, isn't it? You can see stuff.
No, it's the muscle in front of the...
No, it's not.
It is.
Sometimes you can
It's
see
not the-
like
It's not the
tubes.
outline of your
No, you
organs.
can't see tubes.
You can see tubes and veins and stuff.
Well, you can see veins.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see that. That's why we've got skin over it. Is
Well,
what
stop
I mean.
looking at naked men then.
Why
No,
you
but
keep-
sometimes you can't help it because it's been hot, and like you say, there's people walking around
Steve.
with vests on and that. So anyway, what I'm saying is, say if some incident happened, I'm walking about with my top off.
Right.
Girls are laughing at me, right?
Why?
Don't know, they might.
Okay.
Go on. So they wouldn't look at your body. They'd all look at your head.
So what I mean is,
Yeah.
rewind that, right, and imagine all that happens again, but I've got someone else's body.
Right.
Whose body?
Just some fella who's died, and my body was injured,
Who's-
and they said, we've got a new body in. You can
Right.
have it. We'll
Yeah.
stick your head on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, say if
They're laughing at you.
they are
laughing at the
they're
body,
laughing
yeah.
at the body,
Yeah.
but at least I'd be able to sort
A
of
giant
go,
dead
"Oh, no, it's a
baby."
mess, but it's not mine. At least I don't have to claim ownership.
So all of this extraordinary technology.
it's
that
your
can make
body
a head
now.
Put one head on another person's body, so you can go. It's not my body.
No.
But
And it's not your own.
I'm not being funny though. So if you have a body transplant, right, and you're there, you're at home, naked, you look down,
Yeah.
lovely penis and a set of testicles,
Yeah.
right? What do you do with them?
What do you mean? What am I doing with them?
Well, do you like them?
Well, you
Oh,
wouldn't-
no.
you wouldn't mess about with them as much as if they were your own.
That's what he was getting at.
But if you did mess about with them, would you feel guilty that you were messing about with another man's testicles and penis?
And it's the full body.
Oh, this is going to blow his mind.
No, because they're not my hands either.
Oh. Oh. Sneaky Karl.
You're a fucking genius. So what you're doing is watching someone else wank.
Yeah.
Ricky tried to set him up, but Karl dodged it.
Oh, chimpanzee's that. He's gone and written it down again.
More diary.
That's the
Yeah, that-
ever-changing jingle for Karl's diary, excerpts of which we like to read each week. Walked through Covent Garden. There were 5 of them mimes knocking about.
Uh-oh.
I don't understand why people take pictures of mimes. Everyone looks like a mime in a picture.
That's so true. That's really true.
Excellent
The
point.
point is they're staying still. If that's their skill, a picture won't tell that story. That's absolutely true.
Great
Now,
observation,
it's a cat
Karl.
to be put down today because it kept bumping into things since losing its sight. My mum said she's not going to get another one. She said the parrot is looking worried as it's seen the budgie and the cat go in the space of 3 months.
Your mum said the parrot's looking worried. What's the what
Parrot's
happened to
like,
the
what's
cat,
going
then?
on?
It gets into a lot of fights. It lost one eye. and
That's
then
rough.
got into another fight and lost another.
Oh,
And it was
no.
just
Oh.
walking around bumping into stuff. The vet sort of said, "Oh, we can do stuff to keep it alive and all that, but it's a bit out of order, isn't it? Because it costs a fortune. They shouldn't tell you.
But
Mum and Dad can't afford to have eyes put on it and stuff."
no, you can't have eyes
Yeah.
put on a cat
No, but
anyway.
they said, "Oh, we can do something here.
No.
Have its eyes sorted out."
But
No.
I don't think you should be allowed cats.
Why?
Not the Pilkington family.
Why not? Well,
They
they have
keep
good
dying.
lives. Yeah, I know, but they have good lives whilst they're still knocking about. It's just that we get through them.
Yeah, just not the dogs.
It's a good job you're not going to have kids.
Oh, God almighty. I can't believe it.
A mate sent me a story on email about a bloke in China who has this weird illness that means he can't have his picture taken. That's not the weird bit.
What?
If he tries, his body doesn't appear in the photo.
Don't talk shit.
He has had group pictures taken and everyone appeared apart from him.
Don't talk shit.
The story had a picture next to it.
Ricky's
of a
having none of
photo,
it.
And it said he was stood at the back, but you couldn't see him.
Right, he wasn't in the picture.
He was in the picture.
No, he wasn't in the picture.
We've done loads of tests and stuff.
No,
on him.
I haven't done loads of tests. This is bollocks. There's no way this is scientifically possible.
Yeah.
Now he's wanted. Just a white bit of paper up on the police wall. Have you
The
seen this
Invisible
man?
Man.
If you see him, tell us. You're talking shit.
Suzanne watched the film You've Got Mail tonight for about the 14th time. I don't think you could properly fancy someone without seeing them, unless you're blind. I think it's odd when blind people have affairs. Why is that odd?
Just because most stuff is based on looks, isn't it? So you think once
For
they
you.
find someone, they're happy with them. Stick with them.
But no, it's not true. But I mean, most things are based on looks.
What I mean is when you first like meet someone and that.
Well, initially it's only looks because
Yeah.
you don't know them.
So that's what I'm saying.
But that's a ridiculous thing to say, isn't it?
Well, no, it's just what I think. I'm not saying that's like fact or anything. I'm just thinking if you're blind, why mess about?
You're still basing on it if it's only looks that
Yeah.
people find. What?
Yeah, I'm just saying. So why is a blind person messing about having an affair?
Because I'm saying that presumably that blind person isn't basing anything on looks.
I just all right. I mean, maybe that's not.
Yeah, it's,
I mean more like.
Do you want me to cross it
If
out?
you were...
It's just the same way. I think I put how people. I read something in a Sunday paper once with some bloke who was going out with some woman. He ended up going out with a sister who was a twin. If you're gonna have a change, have a change.
Spoke to Ricky about trips to the moon. He was up for going just to see what the world looks like. I came up with the idea of a giant mirror on the moon that would reflect the world back. He had a few questions, but
Yeah, I got a
had
few
the
questions.
answers. Yeah, he changed the subject. I won.
Right. My first question was, how would you get it up there? He said bit by bit. That'd be a good mirror then, wouldn't it? I said,
You'd kinda
how
have
big
to.
would it be? He went, you'd still need a telescope. I said, how would you get it on the right side of the moon, always facing the right? He went, what? He went, does the moon move then? I went, yes.
And if we don't like the mirror on the moon, we can always wallpaper over it.
Nice callback, Steve.
It's Suzanne's birthday tomorrow, so I've got
Karl
to
didn't
get her
get it.
something. I sometimes think it would be best if we didn't celebrate birthdays. I think people would live a bit longer if they didn't know how old they were. Age puts restrictions on things. She said something about wanting one of them posh badges to put on her coat. I will look for one later.
I love the fact that around the time that you've got to buy Suzanne her birthday present, you think that birthday presents are a bad idea.
Got up early, it's Suzanne's birthday, gave her the card and present. She was well happy with her posh badge. She wore it to work. It's quite nice to hear a moment where she was actually happy for once in your company.
Yeah.
They always say when you get someone a present, you should buy them something they wouldn't buy themselves. Daft rule. I want something I would buy myself if I had the money. When I was young, me Auntie Nora got me a present I wouldn't buy myself. It was a T-shirt with her face on.
Yeah. Weird. Well, that's going to do it for episode 4 from season 2 of the Ricky Gervais Show. That was titled Onion, which had to do with Karl thinking him and his brain are two separate entities. I can't remember if he was reminding his brain or his brain was reminding him to pick up onions. Rather strange hypothetical going on in Karl's brain, although it kind of explains a lot of what's been going on these last season and a half. Um, yeah, Karl's out there, man, but I'm here for it. You guys out there have any other suggestions for videos or series of videos or anything you want me to check out? Please feel free to put it down in the comments, and like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. It's making me laugh every time I watch one, so do that. And once again, until next time, thanks for tuning in.